If we turn to a part of the world where the war in Ukraine is driving up the price of food and of commodities, to northern Ethiopia, where there's an ongoing conflict and peace talks began today in South Africa, what leverage can the US government bring to bear in those talks?
Well, I was part of some of the early outreach on behalf of the United States to the Prime Minister of Ethiopia after he'd begun the war in Tigray. There were early provocations by the TPLF against the Ethiopian National Defense Forces, but the war has gone on now for 2 years, and there's been significant losses, significant human rights violations, hunger and humanitarian violations. There are Eritrean troops partnering with Ethiopian government troops, continuing to fight in Tigray and imposing huge costs on the Tigrayan people. So I am encouraged that the peace talks have begun under the auspices of the AU in South Africa. The United States has tried to provide encouragement, support, pressure where appropriate to get the parties to the table. And I am hopeful that both sides will agree to return to a ceasefire and return to allowing both humanitarian relief to the people who are suffering in Tigray and accountability for the gross human rights violations committed by many of the parties to this conflict.